Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. We've got news out of Kinston, where a South Carolina man is now behind bars facing drug charges. Kinston police say they stopped 58-year-old Joseph Carr of North Augusta, South Carolina this morning for a registration plate violation in the 200 block of West New Bern Road. During the stop, officers say Carr did not have a valid driver's license. Further investigation led officers to deploy K9 Knox for a vehicle sniff, who indicated there were drugs in the car. Now, officers searched Carr's vehicle, finding heroin, fentanyl, and drug paraphernalia. Carr was arrested and has been charged with the following: counts of trafficking in opium or heroin, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver heroin, manufacture of a Schedule I controlled substance, possession of heroin, possession of a Schedule I controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and multiple traffic violations. Now, Carr is in the Lenoir County Jail under a $500,000 secured bond. And now we turn to the ongoing, what is now, I believe, a war between Israel and Iran as airstrikes continue to get traded between the two countries. NBC's Richard Engel has more.
This morning, a powerful Iranian missile slipped through Israeli air defenses, smashing into a bus terminal north of Tel Aviv. The missile dug a deep crater in the upscale suburb of Herzliya and burned the area. In Iran, Israeli strikes are unrelenting. Israel says its jets have now full air superiority over Tehran and that it's destroyed a third of Iran's missile launchers. And Israel isn't just targeting the military. Iranian state TV was live on air, an anchor appearing defiant, when suddenly Israel bombed the building. Most Iranians only have access to state TV, so it was a warning to Iranians that Israel can strike when and where it chooses. The escalating conflict is putting the entire Middle East on edge. Imagine seeing this out of your plane window. This video appears to show what passengers saw from a commercial flight as Iranian missiles on their way to Israel streaked through the sky. It's little wonder why airspace across the region has either been closed or disrupted. In an interview with ABC, Prime Minister Netanyahu says the threat from Iran extends to the United States.
Today it's Tel Aviv, tomorrow it's New York. I understand America first. I don't understand America dead. That's what these people want.
In Israel, some Iranian missiles are causing casualties, including in this apartment building outside Tel Aviv on Monday.
My mother, as I said, my father...
We followed Lucy Bukai up to her family's 10th apartment. It's trashed, windows shattered, no power. So what is it like for you to see your family house like this?
It's... I have no words. It's just... I feel like it's a movie. It's a bad movie.
Her baby's bed is covered in glass. She does not want to come back.
How? How can you continue live here if such thing can happen?
And again, that was Richard Engel reporting. We now turn our attention to your weather forecast. Today is going to be a sunnier and warmer day than what we had yesterday, but so far we certainly are starting out with some cloud cover across the east. Let's take a live look outside. What we've got, our Washington cam, again gray right now, but we will see some clearing coming up here as we head through the, I would say, tail end of the day. Here's what we've got right now in Morehead City. You can see some blue out there, but certainly we've got some gray as well. Of course, rain showers right now are pulling away from the Outer Banks. We do still have a few isolated spot showers around the Sounds, but for the most part, these raindrops are continuing to diminish. Here's again a look at those raindrops pulling away from the Outer Banks. Again, still seeing some light showers, essentially from around Nags Head extending down to Rodanthe. But then we also have, again, some smaller little cells kind of rolling on by. They flare up and then they dissipate. Nothing we really need to be all that concerned about. We'll have more rain and thunderstorm activity coming up later on this afternoon, but we got to get some heat before those thunderstorms really start to pop. Right now, we've got air temperatures in the mid to upper 70s for some of our northern communities. As you head further south, you're running into the low 80s. We've got 80 degrees right now in Oriental as well as Goldsboro, 79 currently in Greenville, 78 through Rocky Mount, Williamston, and Washington, 83 in New Bern as well as Jacksonville. Humidity present throughout eastern North Carolina, that unchanged. Unchanged is really what we should say when it comes to humidity. It's still very much present, and when air temperatures reach into the upper 80s, low 90s later on today, that will produce some spotty downpours and some thunderstorms. Now, the chance of severe weather relatively low, but with that heat, you can't completely rule anything out. Now, those showers and thunderstorms will go quiet later on tonight as they will be heat driven. You take away the heat, you take away the storms, but there will still be a few lingering showers as we head towards 9 to 10 p.m. at night tonight. Here's a look at around 5 o'clock, a little cluster of thunderstorms there around Sampson. Looks like Johnston and Wayne and Duplin counties, even extending into Lenoir County. That band of showers and storms again will fade away as we head towards 10 to 11 p.m. at night tonight. After that, passing cloud cover, yeah, but Wednesday is actually looking like a mostly sunny day. Air temperatures will run right on up into the mid 90s coming up for tomorrow. Get ready for some serious heat as we head into the second half of this work week. But even warmer weather on the way coming up next week. We'll talk about that coming up in just a few moments. But here's kind of a setup of what we've got for this week. That cold front you're seeing stretched across Michigan, Indiana, portions of Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. That frontal boundary will be moving through eastern North Carolina coming up late Thursday. And that, again, should provide us with a pretty good shot of showers and storms. Again, that is Thursday night into Friday morning. Even behind that frontal boundary, though, we don't really have a whole lot of cold air. Yeah, we will see air temperatures drop maybe by about 3, 4, 5 degrees from where we're going to be on Thursday to Friday. But we'll see temperatures return to the low to mid 90s as we head through the upcoming weekend. Get ready again for some heat. Now, coming up for tomorrow and Thursday, both first alert weather days because of the heat. Now, Thursday, we will also be tracking the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms late Thursday evening to Thursday night. Could carry over into Friday morning. But once we get into Friday, we'll see still warm conditions, but a more stable atmosphere, and that should reduce our risk of thunderstorms in the east as we approach the upcoming weekend. That's all we have time for today's 10 a.m. News and Weather Update. I want to thank you all so much for joining me on the First Alert Desk. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.